Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Double honor to the Apostles GMS. My name is Amnawa Allah, coming at you with another video. And I was just thinking about the scripture in Revelation, the 21st chapter, when the scriptures speak about and I saw New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven, like a bride adorned for a husband. Now, you see this picture before you see an actual city. Now, in the kingdom of heaven, it is going to be an actual city. We're going to have the streets paved in gold. We're going to have mansions or castles in gold and all of that. But see, what they're saying is that it's going to be an actual city coming down from the heavens, from the sky. That's not what it's talking about. Okay? What that's talking about is the children of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, to be specific. Because the children of Israel is likened unto a city. When you go to the book of Isaiah, the 52nd chapter, in the first verse, what does the scripture say? It tells you, awake, awake, O Zion. Loose the bands of thy neck. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. O Jerusalem, the holy city. So it tells Zion or Jerusalem, the holy city, to loose the bands of thy neck. How could a city have a neck? You telling me a city got an Adam's apple too? It's not talking about an actual neck. Put on thy beautiful garments. Can a city put a garment on? What is it talking about? Like one enormous shirt you just put around the whole entire city? It's not talking about that. It's talking about men, people. Talking about the elect. When it says that. Loose the bands of thy neck. The bands of your neck represent what? Captivity. Because if you got a band around your neck or something that's chained around your neck, you're a slave or you're captive. So loosen the bands of your neck, meaning come forth out of captivity. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem. The beautiful garments talking about what? The scriptures. I believe it's some Psalms, the 119th chapter. Well, you got scripture in the scripture in, I believe it's Psalms 132 and 9. It tells you that thy priests be clothed with righteousness. So that's the garment. I believe in the book of Revelation 16 and 15. It says
in 800 feet, turn right onto St. Nicholas Avenue.
Revelation 16 and 15, the scripture says, keep your garments lest you walk naked and they see your shame. It ain't talking about wear your clothes on. It ain't talking about put clothes on lest you walk the streets butt ass naked and people see your private parts. It ain't talking about that. When you go to the book of Revelation 19th chapter, it speaks about the fine linen. The fine linen is what? The fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. So that garment that we putting on is talking about righteousness.
In 300 feet, turn left onto West 137th Street.
The bands of our neck being loose, talking about coming forth out of captivity. And
turn left onto West 137th Street, then turn right onto St. Nicholas Avenue.
And we're going to know the truth. And the truth is what's going to set us free. That's what sets us free. Excuse me. That's what sets us free from bondage. This truth. This word. So it says New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven. It's not talking about an actual city. It's talking about the children of Israel being compared to a city. Because when you go to Isaiah 52 and 1, it says, awake, awake, O Zion.
Take the second right onto St. Nicholas Avenue.
Put on thy strength. Loose the bands of thy neck. Be loosed from captivity. Put on thy strength, which is the word. And it says, put on thy beautiful garments. Talking about the righteousness, the word of the Lord. To get even deeper into that, when America is destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction in the coming World War III, because in World War III, it was Russia, America, Iran, and various other nations, as well as America's allies or former allies, because they're going to turn against America as well. So it's going to be a nuclear war. Russia gonna be hit with nuclear weapons, with nuclear missiles. Iran in various parts of the world, and you're going to have the elect that's in these different parts of the world, and they gotta be delivered before the missiles come, and they're gonna be delivered by way of so-called UFOs, what the world calls UFOs, but what the Bible calls chariots of God, or chariots of Israel. Okay, and that's what's going to deliver us, Lord willing, with the elect. That's what's going to deliver us from the coming peril. Okay. And after the smoke clears, we're going to come down
in 300 feet, turn left onto West 139th Street.
Or we're going to come down.
Turn left onto West 139th Street, then turn right onto St. Nicholas Avenue.
Or we're going to come down from the sky in those chariots. All right? Or come down out of heaven or out of the sky in those chariots, in those so-called UFOs.
Take the next right onto St. Nicholas Avenue.
Because when Yahushua comes back with the angels, Yahushua is coming back in an enormous chariot that's going to be like this, like a mountain. And to go even deeper into that, when you go to the book, I believe it's 2 Maccabees 5:19, says he didn't choose the place for the people's sake, but he chose the people for the place's sake. So Israel is a people before a place. Or Jerusalem, which means city of peace, is a people before it's a place. We were known as Israelites before we had a place or a land to settle in. So when it says New Jerusalem coming down into heaven, it's not talking about an actual city, but it's talking about the children of Israel. That's what that's talking about. See, the church is how you think, oh, New Jerusalem coming out of heaven. Like you're going to have an enormous city coming out of heaven. You're going to have stairs. You're going to have buildings. There's going to be doorknobs. Now, if New Jerusalem, excuse me, if New Jerusalem is coming out of heaven, let me ask you this. Is it going to be an already complete kingdom? Like, is it going to be like, are you going to have like doors
Continue
coming
on
down?
St. Nicholas Avenue for 1 mile.
Are you going to have like doors coming down, doorknobs, windows, stairs? And the Most High is going to hire Israelites. Like, okay, here you got the carpenters over here. You got the electricians, all right? You got laborers. You got the bricklayers over there. You got stonemasons over here. Okay, you got some glazers over here. It's not going to happen like that. All right, we got plasterers. All right, now all I got to do is put this together like history's greatest puzzle. It's not going to happen like that, man. It's not going to be an actual city put together coming down. Like buildings, wow, look at this big old building. Look at this enormous city. Go right in. It's not going to happen like that. That holy city is talking about the children of Israel, the elected nation Israel coming down out of heaven. Yes, there is going to be an actual city. That is true. But it's going to be built up with manpower. It's not going to be bulldozers in the kingdom. It's not going to be wrecking balls in the kingdom. It's not going to be sawzalls in the kingdom. It's not going to be chainsaws in the kingdom. It's going to go right back to manpower. The most you're going to have is a hand tool that's non-electric. You're going to have a saw, and you're going to have an axe. You're going to have an axe, but you ain't going to have no damn jackhammer. You're going to have a sledgehammer, but you're not going to have a jackhammer. You're going to have a saw, but you're not going to have a chainsaw. It's going right back to manpower. Alright? And the kingdom is going to be built up from the ground up by these other nations. Esau, which is the so-called white race. Ham, which is the so-called African, because we're not African. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all are Israelites, man. And you are an Israelite based upon your father's line. Your father to his father, so on and so forth. Because when you go to Numbers 1:18, it tells you that they were called by their father's house, meaning by their father's lineage. I mean, think about it. When you go to the book of Genesis and you read about the 12 tribes, the 12 tribes are all men. Now, Jacob had a daughter named Dinah, but where's the tribe? Where's the Danites at? The Dinaites. Where are they? Where's the Dinaites at? There are no Dinaites because Dinah didn't bring forth a tribe. Who brought forth the tribes? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Simeon, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Zebulun, Naphtali, Issachar. Asher. Let me see that again. This case, I forgot one. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Simeon, Manasseh, Gad, Judah. Oh, damn buses in the way. I'm lost count. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Simeon, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, Zebulun. Those are the 12 tribes. Those were both the 12 tribes. And guess what? All of them were men. None of them were women. Judah brought forth the Judites. Ephraim brought forth the Ephraimites. Gad brought forth the Gadites. Asher brought forth the Asherites. And those were all men.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto West 153rd Street.
Okay, so the 12 tribes are men. But continuing on, the kingdom of heaven is going to be built up. And it's going to be gold the way you see in that picture there. And the rainbow represents the promise, the covenant.
Turn left onto West 153rd Street.
That the Most High made with man and with beasts. That he would never destroy the earth again by water. Alright, because after the flood came, the Most High said, okay, this rainbow is going to be a sign of my covenant.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Broadway.
It's going to be a sign of the promise that I will never destroy the earth again by water. When you go to the book of, I believe it's Isaiah 54:9, it speaks about just as I have sworn that the waters of Noah would not go over you again, I have sworn that I will not be wroth with thee, or something along those lines, that I will have mercy upon you. So just as the Most High swore he would not let the waters of Noah go over the earth again, meaning he would not destroy the earth again by water, he has sworn that what? He has sworn that he's going to show mercy upon Israel. Because the Most High is going to, all of that anger the Most High had towards the children of Israel.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West 161st Street, Meyer Square.
Basically, what's going to happen is the Most High is going to forgive us for all of the sins that we committed. And it's going to be tossed into the ocean, as is mentioned, I believe, in the book of Micah. Those sins are going to be like tossed into the ocean, tossed into the depths of the sea. And if you toss something to the depths of the sea, you never see it again. It's like you have this, like for example, it was stated that Muhammad Ali, after he won the Olympics, I believe in 1960, because Muhammad Ali was born in 1962. I believe he won the Olympics in 1960. And what happened was he came back to his hometown. I believe it was his hometown. And because Muhammad Ali was from Louisville, Kentucky, he came back to his hometown, and they was they didn't even want to serve him a burger. They didn't want to serve him no food. Muhammad Ali was like, yeah, man, I want a gold medal for the United States, man. I want the Olympics, man. They got it, so they gotta feed me.
Turn left onto West 161st Street, Meyer Square.
That's what happened. Did they feed him? Nope. They didn't even feed him. So Muhammad Ali said this.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Broadway.
Muhammad Ali said this means nothing. He said this means nothing. This gold medal don't mean anything. I went, fought in the Olympics, won a gold medal for the United States, and I come back here and they treat me like a nigga. And I believe they told him we don't serve niggas. And he took that gold medal and he threw it into the water, into like a lake, if I'm not mistaken. A lake or river, but he threw it into a body of water. Why would you throw something into a body of water? Because you don't intend on seeing it again. You throw it into a large body of water, and guess what? It gets drowned in the depths of the sea, never to be seen again. So our sins that we committed is going to be taken and it's going to be thrown into the sea figuratively, and it's never going to be seen again. In other words, the Most High is not going to take account of it no more. Alright?
In 300 feet, turn left onto West 163rd Street.
That's what the New
Turn
Jerusalem is
left
going
onto
into.
West 163rd Street.
It's not going into an actual city coming down out of heaven, but rather it's going into the children
In
of
800
Israel.
feet, turn right onto Broadway.
It's going to the children of Israel coming down out of heaven, but being synonymous with the city. Because the place wasn't chosen for the people's sake, but the people for the place's sake. Because regardless if we in Israel or not, we're still Israelites. So with that, I'm going to close. I hope you've learned something. and I'm going to say Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shalom.